Look at our AccuWeather forecast, Dani. We're expecting this warm up, right? Finally?
Finally, slowly but surely. Man, it'll be nice to thaw out. Today's still cold, close to the freezing mark, but 40s in our sights as we move into tomorrow. So one more day. Right now, 23 degrees on a calm start to our Saturday morning. Not much of a breeze out there. Wind out of the north at 6 miles per hour, but it's still making a difference in the way that it feels. Looking at air temperature across the tri-state, single digits for Sussex and Morristown. 0 is the air temperature right now in Somerville. 13 in Islip, 15 in Bridgeport, so it's still quite cold across the tri-state. Factor in the wind, and it feels like 7 for Belmar and Toms River. Feels like 6 in White Plains, feels like 2 degrees in Newburgh, and it feels like 24 out east in Montauk. So it's very cold, but as the sun rises in about an hour 10 minutes or so, we will see sunshine to start the day. It looks like some high clouds for the lower Hudson Valley, but mostly sunny start to our Saturday morning with just a few clouds in the mix come this afternoon as our highs climb close to the freezing mark. Yesterday we did hit freezing, a high of 33 in Central Park. It was the first time that we saw temperatures back around the freezing mark since last Sunday. So it was such a frigid week with temperatures that are quite cold. And today you're not feeling much relief with our highs back in the low 30s, but relief is coming. Morning sunshine gives way to some afternoon and evening clouds, but overall all good for your Saturday. Tomorrow morning could start with a few flurries across the area, but the morning cloud cover gives way to afternoon sunshine, and we are finally back near 40 degrees for your Sunday. And it's not just Sunday. We have a right around the seasonal average through the first half of next week, but a rain snow chance middle of next week. Behind it brings another round of colder conditions, highs falling to the low 30s. So I'll break down the temperature dips on the way in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up. Michelle?
All right, thank you so much, Dani.
Here, I'm thinking about pennies. I hate pennies. I don't know why.
You don't like them? Is it the smell? They smell different.
They're always
smell
dirty.
different,
right?
I don't know. Anyway, okay, we got some cats. Let's talk about cats on this Saturday morning. Starting with Ollie here, who's recovering from surgery. I hope Ollie's doing okay. T says that he's recovering well. I like the cute little pink bandage on his little arm. We also have siblings Larry and Gilbert from Michelle saying hi on this Saturday morning, and a couple of very cute brothers in matching sweaters. Very sweet, Brian. Thanks for sharing. Today, still close to freezing. Nice that we're starting with sunshine, a few clouds in the mix, but what will really be nice is temperatures closer to where we should be this time of year, right? Yesterday, we were finally above the freezing mark for the first time since last Sunday. Today, it's about the same stopping point in the low 30s, but we do have 40s in our sights. I'll let you know when in the AccuWeather forecast coming up. Dinner show for a deal. Sign me up.
Very good.
It's great.
I know.
I think Leela is excited for it. Michelle sent this picture and said that Leela or Lila, not sure how you say it, is always very helpful when Michelle's trying to work, and I can tell. Very cute. We also have Ghost here, a Scottish fold hanging out on this Saturday morning. Very sweet. And finally, Stormy. And whenever there's a weather-related cat name, obviously I'm going to show that cat. So thank you for sharing your baby. Sleepy on this Saturday morning, and I know a lot of us are still snuggled up given the fact that highs are still close to freezing. Yesterday, we landed at 33, the first time breaking the freezing mark since last Sunday, and today's another cold one. Nice to see the sunny skies right from the start. A few clouds in the mix this afternoon as our highs climb to the low 30s. But there is relief on the way. 40s not too far off. I'll let you know when in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break.
Looking forward to this warm-up, Dani.
I know.
You're a star. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's about time.
You go ahead. You just make that happen.
It's funny that 40 sounds like so tropical.
Heat wave?
I'll take it.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait
all
to
of it.
sweat. You know, compared to how cold it's been. I mean, this past week we had highs in the teens and 20s. Yesterday, finally breaking the freezing mark for the first time since Sunday. Today, not much different, but 40s aren't far off. Tomorrow, our high should be closer to 40 degrees, which is seasonal. That's where we should be this time of year. But man, what a cold stretch this week has been. 23 right now, mostly clear. The sun rises in just under a half an hour. Looking at actual air temperature in North Jersey, absolutely brutal. Bridgewater 0 right now. Again, this is actual air temperature, not wind chill. Franklin just at 4 degrees, Hanover just at 3. So it is still dangerously cold out there this morning. Haledon at 8 degrees, where Newark at 20. The metro area is milder. We're hanging on to a little more warmth at 20 in the park, but teens for Islip, Bridgeport, White Plains, Belmar. It is frigid across the board this morning. Sussex at 1 degree. Factor in the wind chill, and it feels like 3 in Newburgh, 6 in White Plains, 7 in Belmar, feels like 16 in the park. So the wind chill is still a story. The temperatures are still a story today, even if it is not quite as frigid as what we faced earlier this week. It's kind of leveled off, plateaued, if you will, yesterday and today with highs near freezing, but by tomorrow, it's feeling a little more manageable. Satellite and radar clear and quiet close to home. High pressure in control. Still watching a lake effect snow event for upstate New York near Watertown, but for us, it's fairly quiet. We'll see sunny skies as the sun rises this morning. morning, and that sunshine takes us through this afternoon with our highs near freezing, a very similar landing spot to yesterday. Today we expect to land near 32, yesterday's high 33. We'll get a few clouds in the mix as we head toward this evening and more overnight through tomorrow morning. So Saturday night plans, no major issues, just cold. Expect temperatures in the teens and 20s as we move overnight into tomorrow morning. Now we're kind of reversing tomorrow as to today. Today we're starting with sun, ending with clouds. Tomorrow we start with clouds and end up with sunshine. But I also want to point out just a few flurries right around daybreak tomorrow. Out east, the potential for a couple snowflakes, and well north and west, a few flurries to start our Sunday morning. And then we clear out the cloud cover for tomorrow afternoon. We're seeing more sunshine the second half of the day as our highs are finally back in the low 40s. Again, this is going to feel so mild compared to where we've been, but as we look at the temperature trend, this is actually where we should be. Forecast highs near 39, 40 degrees, right on target for average, but it is going to feel like relief compared to how cold it's been. So for today, mostly sunny skies to start the day. A few clouds in the mix come this afternoon. You see our highs are capped close to the freezing mark, which is below normal for this time of year. Yes, it's better than the teens and 20s that we faced all for the work week, but it's still very cold, so layer up as you head out. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with lows in the teens and 20s. This will be milder than where we started this morning. And then tomorrow, temperatures are finally feeling better. We'll start the day with a few clouds, a few flurries, but afternoon sunshine and mostly clear as we head into the evening. We stay with highs near the seasonal average in the upper 30s, low 40s through Wednesday. We are watching the chance for maybe a bit of a rain snow shower around on Wednesday. Behind that, we cool back down, but the cold air coming, not nearly as brutal as what we've been dealing with. So we're almost out of the worst. Just brace for the freezing mark today before it gets milder tomorrow. That's the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.
Hi, meow.
Meow. Good Saturday morning. Sun's starting to come up, and that means Fernando can peek outside of the cat tree. Very cute from Lorraine. I think Fernando is a very handsome kitty. We also have Muffin here with her legs ladylike crossed on this Saturday morning from Kristen. And finally, Tucker, who's celebrating his birthday. A beautiful blue-eyed cat. Birthday boy. Very cute from Karen. So today we're starting the day with sunshine and frigid temperatures. In the city, we're in the 20s, but you don't have to go too far to find suburbs in the single digits this morning. Our highs close to the freezing mark under a mostly sunny sky. I know that's still quite cold, but tomorrow is better. I'll let you know when 40s make a comeback coming up.
The still very cold AccuWeather forecast.
Still very cold. Now, earlier this week, we had highs in the teens and 20s. So seeing a high close to freezing is technically better, but it's not technically pleasant, right? But moving into tomorrow, we're right back to seasonable highs, which close to 40 is going to feel fantastic. Right now, 21 degrees, feeling like 21, thanks to a light breeze out of the north at 3 miles per hour in the city. But check out our suburbs. It is still absolutely frigid, dangerously cold as you head north and west. 0 in Sussex right now, and we're seeing sub-zero actual air temperature in Somerville. 3 for Morristown, teens down the shore in Belmar, 14 for Islip, 12 in Newburgh. Factor in the wind, and of course it doesn't feel better, right? It feels like 4 in White Plains, 3 in Newburgh, feels like 7 in Belmar. So it is still quite cold. Still need all the layers as you head out for your Saturday morning. But lucky us, starting the day with sunshine, and we do stick with sunny skies through this afternoon. Just a few clouds in the mix the second half of the day. Temperatures today make their way to the freezing mark. We'll top out near 32. Now, yesterday's high of 33 was the first temperature above freezing that we've seen since last Sunday. So it was an absolutely frigid week. In comparison, this doesn't feel as harsh, but yes, it is still freezing. Enjoy the sunshine with the clouds in the mix this afternoon. Now, as we move into tomorrow, a few flurries to start the day in parts of the air with cloud cover, but tomorrow afternoon finally feels better, close to 40, which is considered average. And we settle into a stretch of seasonable temperatures for the first half of the coming week, but we're right back to highs in the low 30s moving into Thursday and Friday with a chance for rain and snow between now and then. I'll time that out for you in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up. Shantae?
Dani, looking forward to it. Thank you. Growing fears, meanwhile, in the immigrant community.
Cute cats on the Saturday morning, as we always do. But we're starting with outside here from Lisa, who is ready for Valentine's Day. I love the heart sweater on this cold Saturday morning. We also have Mittens posing for the picture on the table. Very cute from Kim. And finally, Kitty from Dom. And I really love a literal cat name. This is a kitty, and that is what we're going to name him or her. Very cute. Thank you for sharing. Today, we're starting with sunny skies and frigid temperatures. We're in the 20s in the city, but single digits for many of our suburbs. It feels so cold again with highs just close to the freezing mark. Similar landing spot to yesterday. And we've been promising this warm up, right? Well, I think moving into tomorrow, we finally feel it as our highs climb closer to 40. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast for you in the numbers after the break.